And a place where people should invest is just invest in education. Things are moving so quickly, and your website has been a great source of smart people talking about these things. And tell your friends.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what we've been trying to do is to get an educational message out there. People don't necessarily have to agree with the message, but it's a point of view that I think people would find valuable, and at least something to test their existing knowledge against, and to see whether or not, from a logical point of view, the precious metals in particular make sense as a way of protecting yourself in the tough times that I think we still have coming.
Yeah, there's going to be, John Embry was just speaking at the conference, there's just going to be an extraordinary transfer of wealth, between people that get it and people that don't get it. And there's been so much cognitive dissonance of the people that don't believe. And there's people that think with gold at this level that it has to decline, and they think it's a barbarous relic, and they simply don't get it. They just have to go back and educate themselves.
One of the things that I've been stressing from when gold went over 1,000 an ounce, and people are saying it's overpriced, in a bubble, etc. I go back to the 1983 when the Dow went over 1,000 after being below 1,000 throughout history and having touched that level, back in the late 1960s. I remember very well when the Dow Jones Industrials got up to 1,100, 1,200, people saying it's overpriced and it's going to fall. But what they lost sight of is there's a difference between price of an asset and the value of an asset.
Right.
And the Dow was very undervalued in 1983, and it just kept going up as a consequence, regardless of the price. And it's been my view too, that the gold too here is still very undervalued, despite the fact that its price is going up, and that we still have a long way to go on the upside.
We have so long to go, and I want to point out a quote that I understood this concept before, but I did not have the facts committed to memory. But you pointed this out at the Cheviot conference, I guess back in January, about how over the last 5,000 years, gold or silver or precious metals have generally backed the currency that's used for world trade.
Yeah.
It's only been in the last 40 years where gold has not backed that currency, and therefore, because central bankers felt like after Nixon took us off the gold window that it wasn't required, that central banks could handle it themselves. And so what we've experienced has been due to that. So do you really think you can defy the other 4,960 years?
Yeah.
So that's what we're getting back to, and so that's where we are in terms of gold.
Yeah, it's proven that central banks can't do it, and which is one of my favorite themes, that the barbarous relic is central banking.
Yeah, exactly.
David, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out, and I wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.